Good morning, members of the LGMA constituency. Today is our very final day of our briefings here in the Cancun Messe. It's also the final day of the COP16 negotiations. And in terms of what has happened yesterday, well, obviously the heads of states and ministers, the different working groups on KP, on LCA, on COP and COP-MOP have continued their informal consultations and negotiations. President Espinosa actually invited a number of ministers to conduct open, transparent and participatory informal ministerial consultations on key issues. Yesterday evening, a first informal stock-taking plenary took place at 11 p.m. with a view to see what are the issues that have come out from the different negotiations until that moment. It was also expected to continue throughout the night the different consultations and to issue a first text, not a Mexico text, but a consolidated text that contains the views of all parties until this morning. Unfortunately, as we have of now at 9 o'clock, we have not seen yet this text and are waiting to move actually to the Moon Palace in order to find out more. Today we will have the closing part of the high-level segment, the joint high-level segment of COP16 and COP-MOP, during which we will also, as the constituency of LGMA, be able to make an intervention. The intervention will be done on behalf of LGMA by the Deputy Mayor of Durban, Mayor Naidoo. Also today we'll have an intervention at the closing plenary of the ad hoc working group of KP. The intervention will be delivered on behalf of LGMA by Vice Mayor of Nantes, Mr. Roland Dantec. So we are now going to move to the Moon Palace in order to prepare for our interventions. The interventions should take place between 10 o'clock and 11:30. And then, obviously, the further consultations and negotiations will continue in separate rooms. And we do expect that the negotiations and consultations will go on quite into the night of today into tomorrow. So I would also like to take this opportunity to actually thank you all, the members of the LGMA, for the support that you have given us, for the work that you have been doing with us here in the last 2 weeks. I think we can be proud on a number of achievements here at the COP16. It has been a huge success to have this high-level event organized by the COP president, in particularly on cities and parliamentarians. We have language in the LCA text that refers to local and subnational governments. We have an SBI decision that in particularly focuses on governmental stakeholders in the overall intergovernmental proceedings of the COP in the future. And we have also a citywide programs within the CDM initiatives and studies that are being undertaken. So I think that we can, at this stage at least, be very proud. We do hope that the LCA text, which contains the referencing and language on local governments, will be adopted until tomorrow morning. That is, of course, not in our hands anymore. This is in the hands of the parties. But we're looking forward to be part of those negotiations and consultations as we go along during the day. So thank you very much for all the support that you have been providing us here to the LGMA coordination during these 2 weeks. And I'm looking forward that yes, parties will come up with an efficient and effective result during tonight. Thank you very much.